So, last but not least for Ubisoft Forward, Star Wars Outlaws. Did you check out the
I did.
gameplay? Yeah, because I was like, I
I
can't.
did.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. But so this game is set between the events of The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Explore distinct planets across the galaxy, both iconic and new. Risk it all as Kay Vess, a scoundrel seeking freedom and the means to start a new life, along with her companion Nyx. Fight steel and outwit your way through the galaxy's crime syndicates as you join the galaxy's most wanted. Uh, this looks fun. Um,
Does.
I'm not gonna lie, the first time I watched it, I actually wasn't feeling it, but after watching it a couple more times, I like it a lot more. I think at the first I just was kind of taken aback because it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Um,
Right.
because it's made by Ubisoft, but it's made by the team that made the Division 2. And
Oh.
because it was made by Ubisoft, I was honestly expecting more of an RPG style similar to their most recent Assassin's Creed and Far Cry games.
Mhm.
And I've always said I'm not the biggest fan. Like I was just talking about how I want Assassin's Creed to return to something similar to what it used to be. I'm not the biggest fan
Right.
of the RPG Assassin's Creed games, but you literally take every single thing about that game, you leave it the exact same gameplay wise and all of that, but you make it Star Wars, and I would 100% that game. I would play every single second of it. I would go through all of it. I would do every side quest. I would unlock every trophy. I would do everything in that game. Um, and that's what I was expecting. So seeing this kind of threw me off.
Mhm.
But especially since it's more a story focused and character focused single player game, um, yeah, it was a pleasant surprise. It is also open world.
Ooh.
Off top, it gave me an Uncharted vibe with the attempt at doing stealth that immediately devolves into a gunfight. Uh,
Right.
it has shades of I don't know if you've heard of it, but the canceled Star Wars game by the Uncharted director that
Hmm.
was titled 1313. There was actually a gameplay trailer of that game up on YouTube. It was it was gonna happen, but it got canceled for whatever reason.
Oh darn.
Yeah, so after the gunfight, the main character Kay hops on a speeder to escape and uses a move very similar to the Deadeye from Red Dead Redemption 2, where you slow down time and target enemies, and then the game like auto fires on them. And this led me down the path of noticing all of the Red Dead vibes that this game has. And
Mhm.
it's of course called Star Wars Outlaw. So basically, you're kind of just playing a cowgirl. Uh,
Ooh.
as Kay returns to town, it says that her reputation with the Pikes has gone down, and her robot friend Nyx, says like, I guess we're not working with the Pikes anytime soon, and it like because she got caught, so I assume there was a cutscene that played like right before she got caught, so I don't know if that
Mhm.
was like the story, that was like a story moment, but I assume that like you'll be able to actually get through situations like that fully stealthily and without the that crime syndicate finding out that it was you who did it, so that you're still in good standings with them, and that'll be
Ooh.
a core mechanic of the game, of you kind of like working and kind of betraying but trying to keep it a secret. These various crime syndicates and trying to make your way up in the underworld.
Sounds exciting.
Um, yeah, it kind of reminds me of the morality system from Red Dead. And there's also a moment where a big red wanted flashes on screen, and that definitely reminds me of Red Dead. Because in Red Dead, if you do some criminal activity, you can be wanted in certain areas on the map, and whenever you go back there, you can like pay to get the to no longer be wanted. But if you don't do that, whenever you go there, anytime somebody sees you, they'll run to go tell the police, or if the police see you, they'll start shooting you.
Mm.
And bounty hunters will come after you, and it seems like they're doing something like that in this game. So I think that this game is just taking a lot of inspiration from Red Dead. The Reaction YouTube channel I watch all the time and constantly talk about, Blind Wave. They're big Star Wars nerds. Some of the biggest Star Wars nerds I've ever seen on YouTube, honestly. One of them was actually in a very popular like Star Wars trivia show. And that's like how big of Star Wars nerds they are. And they were reacting to it, and they kept comparing it to GTA, and I was like, I know why they're comparing it to GTA, and it's because none of them have played Red Dead Redemption. And I was like, if they play Red Dead Redemption, they would know, which is made by the same people that made GTA. They would know that this is way more similar to Red Dead Redemption than it is GTA. And yeah, it looks good. Something that surprised me that I wasn't expecting was that you can fly your ship. You can use it to travel between planets and get into dogfights and shoot down some Tie fighters. The UI we're just talking about UI a lot in this episode. The UI looks great. Like when she completed the mission and she was flying in space and it said like mission complete, they're really leaning into the Star Wars logo and that typeface, and it just looks really cool. And the colors, the yellow and kind of like sky blue, just work really well together.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, any thoughts?
You know me. I love a good space. It definitely gives very like space western vibes, and you know me. I love a good space western. So, despite me not knowing much about Star Wars, I might actually play this game.
Yeah, looks fun.